Good morning, guys. Rick Shaw here on the 29th of March 2023. Beautiful day, sunshine, nice and warm. Kind of like this heat. We've been kind of hopping around here. Granny's house got torched, kind of. The neighbor's house burnt to the ground, and her house had wood for the roof trusses, and the ends of them got burned off, and she had like a corrugated roof. So my wife's been up there. She bought all the materials and hired the guys to get that fixed. Granny's staying at the neighbor's, and I told her, hey, you know, I'm looking at the pictures of how this is moving along, and I said, you got to go there. Yeah, you have to go there. They're not going to work. You know, they're going to take their pay per day and drag this thing out and milk it. I'll show you a picture on here. The neighbor across the way, this guy came out by himself and worked for a few days. And then yesterday he came with a helper to help him put the sheets up, to hand the sheets up to him. And that job's just about finished. He's just doing little touches. So, you know, they're going to milk this if they can. And that kind of ticks me off because, you know, we're paying for it. So I told her, look, you just got to get in the van and get your butt down there and make sure they're getting this thing done. So that's about as far as we can go. Also seen this, a lot of the trouble in Israel. Netanyahu got in there, and I guess he's going to back off on this stuff. One of the things that was in this new government thing he's talking about was making it so you couldn't talk about our Christ. And, you know, it'd be like against the law, and the people jumped up, and they're not too happy about that. So they're backing off, but they've had this, I hear for 20 years they've been trying to put stuff like this through forward. They just keep at it. They're just going to keep chipping away because it's their goal to get stuff like this done. That's Satan running the show, guys. You know, that's just all there is to that. But it's a real shame. And then I saw another one here about our borders. You know, they got all these hearings, and personally I'm sick of these hearings. I am. They never do anything. You know, they just had Ray up there the other day, and you know, they busted these people on the 6th, tossed them in the pokey, but his people doing stuff that's totally BS, and they don't arrest them. You know, so it's a one-sided deal. I don't trust any of them in government. It's like that Jordan guy, Mr. Hearing. Now they got Cruz up there talking about the border. Yeah, it's just play acting. It's a movie scripted thing for these people. None of them have your best interests at heart. I just saw a woman, don't remember what state she was from, but she went to the kids' school, and there was all this, you know, the flag that these people have and all the twerking these men do in front of the kids, and they got all this stuff all over the walls. So she made a complaint to him. Hey, what's going on? And she was very nice about it. Wrote a letter, put some stuff on social media, and I got to see it. It wasn't anything bad. Well, they sicked the FBI on a terrorist group, and they want to say that people who do this, they're inciting it. So even though they don't do anything physical, somebody else does, and they want to blame them for it. They sick the local police on them. And that's another thing. These police aren't on it. There's one city where they're defunding the police. I think it was Baltimore or something like that. The woman was saying, yeah, we don't have police and crime's going up, blah, blah, blah. But they want to defund these police. And I think there's an ulterior motive. They want to defund it. And who's going to leave? Not the flunkies, the good ones. They had a guy up on there the other day talking about it. He says, yeah, we have to pay their. I'm not putting up with it. So they're wanting to get their flunkies in. You know, jackboots. That's just all there is to it. And at least that's what I'm looking at. You can put something in the comments, but that's what it seems like to me. But these people, they do not have your best interests at heart. They want to take over your children. You look how they do the family. I just saw another one on a newscast. You don't get this in the U.S. news. This was on a different company newscast. And they say that these states get money from every bit of child support. That's why they push it up so high, you know. And that's, to me, that's just absolutely ridiculous. You know, the guys really get screwed. The women fight so they can never see the kids again. And how come every time they go through a court, the guy's always the bad guy? You mean all the women are perfect and the men are, every single one of them's bad? You know, this stuff, it's all money. You got to follow the money with this crap that's going on. And it's terrible. I went through it. I was looked at like I was some kind of terrible dog. And it's what they do. You get no voice in the court, none. If you're a dude, women, oh, they can cry. I was supposed to get a bunch of equipment and all that stuff, and it was sold off for next to nothing. Nothing I could do about it. Went back to the court and said, "Hey, this stuff was all sold. I was supposed to get that. You know, it's heavy equipment. I can't move it in one day. Too bad." It's just what they said. They did not care, guys. They did not care. But boy, I'll tell you what, you're late, you get thrown in jail. You know, it's all topsy-turvy. This crap that's going on, like with the schools. So this has been going on since I was young. You know, they want the schools to go bad. You know, because they make money off it. The government, the states, they make money off of this stuff. And then when it comes to the federal government, they pull the people out. And I saw a vlog, one guy, and I thought, hey, that's pretty good. I didn't think of it, but I saw this vlog, and he says, yeah, now they got 2 people working so they can tax them more. You know, it's just crazy. It's a little bit crazy. But on the good side, I talked to Gary, north of Dumangetti, and he said that his one eye's okay now. He's seeing out of it good. The other one's still jacked up. And, you know, they didn't do it. And I was talking back and forth with him, and I said, it seems to me, I could be wrong, but it seems to me, if you become a doctor here in this country and you're a good one, big percentage of them leave to go make their fortune. Doctors don't make that much here, and some of them get these God complexes. But that might have been what happened to him. There wasn't a good one there because he's got major troubles. Doc hits me up a little bit now and again too. He seems to be doing okay, but he can't use his phone very much, so that's not too good. But other than that, things are looking good. Morning.
Good morning.
We had the puppy out this morning. Shaky's okay to walk her when it's dark, you know, at 3 in the morning. I can walk her anywhere. She stays right with me. It's just I can't walk her anymore when there's people out because she wants to go up and greet them. And I'm not kidding you, there's people here that are just so scared of her. You know, now they'll walk their dog on a leash. You go on that other road we walk on, I have to have a flashlight every night because there's 10 piles of dog poop over there. But, you know, that's okay. Their dog can crap in the street because it's got a leash, so I guess that releases them from any liability to that. They don't pick it up. I even seen a lady walking her dog, and I was coming back from the tricycle, and the dog was in mid-squat, and she walked away, and I said, hey, why aren't you going to pick that up? She said, no. You know, I'd rather have a dog running loose than all that. So, morning. But it's funny how they think here. But we get, you know, Shaky. She's doing pretty good. She listens very well when I'm walking her, but I just can't walk her through the day no more. The little puppy follows me wherever I go. He's doing really good. Now, if I leave the house, I have to pick him up and get him away a little bit because Flunkies across the street and all he wants to do is play with his brother. So I got to walk him, you know, 50, 60 yards away, and then he'll follow along. So he's, but they tussle. But our little pup, Boomer, he fights with Mama all the time, and they tussle and wrestle, and he's getting pretty tough. Now when he fights with Floki, he just kicks Floki's butt. He's got him on his back every time. I think it's kind of funny. But he's turned out to be a really nice pup too. I'm happy we have him now, so that's pretty good. But we're getting stuff done around here, and then Mama's going to be leaving here pretty soon. Then I got to take Moo to school. Like to get out. We're going to be having I forget, Lent season. I think the kids are going to be off, so we want to go somewhere and do something. Faye's trying to plan a trip for us. So don't forget to pray for each other, our buddy the doc and Gary, and pray for everybody. There's my little buddy. You want to see you and do the magic words for me?
Peace out.
Thank you, buddy. We'll see you guys.